team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're testing the right side here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's John. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. defense quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Levis. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got his man on the right.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got his man. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Turns it on in midfield. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Levis. Throwing right. It's caught. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's John. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to pass, it's John. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off-play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds and the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Across the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Oh, he's got a chance. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Offense in the hurry-up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Using his feet. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Under heavy pressure lets it fly. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's John. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incomplete.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
To throw, it's Levis. Working that left side now. Just keeps moving. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, this defense is being challenged in this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go back to the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down, and guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Lewis. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's John. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Slithers into space. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Finds a tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking downfield, it's John. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking down the middle. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Gain of 24. First down for the offense.
And the Hawkeyes will have it first and 10. to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. To the air, it's Levis. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Crosses the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the move. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's John. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. 4th down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell a run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that 1st down.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying it too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some...
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
42, Iowa, 28.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll try it again. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Making side adjustments here. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Right on the money. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man, it's John. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception. But they haven't been in sync. And nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's John. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically.
Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in.
Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's John. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Moving away from pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Levis. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Cook. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good people.
Fires one high and deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
That's a first down for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's John. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Caught by the tight end. Tackled on the play at the 31-yard line.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
this challenge, you'll be facing the Michigan State Spartans. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Smith wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Webb. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it. A massive fumble recovery.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Looking for the two-point try. Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got knocked out.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here comes the two-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they turn it into a defensive score. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Owens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Pulls it in. It's Webb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And that can really take the win